Hello, I'm Mr. Polk and welcome back to my kitchen. Last time we were here we made the chocolate peanut butter eggs you can see here, and as I promised, next time I'd show you how to decorate them. And this works great with our decorating unit that we're finishing up on because it's using the same skills. So we take one of our eggs, and for this the icing I used is a little different. I have the recipe on canvas. This is a royal icing. This was made by mixing together powdered sugar, meringue powder, and water, and you could add some vanilla if you want. The idea is this is the type of stuff icing that gets hard. So you can put these on top of the eggs, they look cool, it'll get hard, they'll stay. This is the same kind of icing you would use for gingerbread houses and things like that. So we're going to do these cute little flowers on here. And I start with the 67 tip, and I start with the leaf first. And I just sort of squeeze and pull and try to get a nice little leaf on there. And then I squeeze and pull again. And if they don't come out perfect, that's all right. They're going to look really neat when they're all together. And then we're going to try a drop flower today. And this is a 131 tip. And it has little grooves in it. It's designed to make these little flowers. And you have to start by twisting your hand in. And then you sort of hold it above your project and sort of twist and go. And then just sort of kind of squeeze and pull up. And it makes these cute little flowers, and it lets a hole in the middle so that you can come in there with another color and make a little center. And you can see that that looks really fancy, so I'll put that over there and try and make another one for you. And the royal icing, it's a little on the softer side sometimes, only because if it's too stiff it won't flow. If you make it really thick it gets almost like a paste, and then you can't squeeze it. It's looking pretty good. And we'll do another one of these little guys. So we'll twist. It's all about just a little twist and a little go and then stop. That one looks great. Look at that. That's a nice one there. So we put a center on it and put them on there. And you can even try one more just because they're going really nice. Just so you can sort of see it. So it's the leaf and then another leaf. And then we just sort of start with a twist and then unwind the twist as we squeeze and pull up, and it's just a nice little flower. Now if you don't have one of those tips, but you do have the tip that we used in icing, you have a 21 tip, you can use that. So this time I'm just going to take and do my leaves like that, like this. And then I'm going to switch out my tips and put on the 21 that we were using before. And I'm not going to twist or anything, I'm just going to squeeze. And I'm just going to hold it above the egg a little bit, give it a squeeze, and then just pull up. And then what we'll do, so we don't want to make like a rosette, we just squeeze. And if you drop the icing into it, you can make a nice little center. I'll put that one on there. I'll do another one. I like to put the leaves underneath. I find that if I don't, it's hard to try to tuck the leaf underneath. So if you're doing these like in partners, if you're doing this as a family, one person can do the leaves, one can do these little drop flowers. And these are super easy here. These you just squeeze them and pull up. And you can let it like that. I just think it looks fancier if you do the little dot. And then the last type of flower that I would like to show you is you can do the rosebud that I showed you before. So you can take your 21 tip and replace it with a 104, or in this case I actually dropped down to a 103, so it's just a little smaller. But if you only have the 104, that'll definitely work. And then what you're going to do is you're just going to do the rosebud like you did on the cake. So you're just going to do that kind of straight up and over business that we talked about, and then finish with a little leaf on there, just like that. And that looks really sharp. So we put that guy on there, and then we'll finish with one more, and then I have one more technique for you. So again, it's just kind of straight, and then you go to the one side to the other side and pull back, and it makes the tiniest of rosebuds for you. And then you just squeeze and pull and have a nice little leaf on there. So I think those look great. And then the last type of egg that we can do is we can drizzle them. So let's say you don't want to go through the icing, and you could use buttercream. The problem is if you just use buttercream, it doesn't harden. Like this icing will actually get that little crystalline look to it. So right now it shines, that shine will dry off, and they'll just feel like sugar. Okay. So what I have here is these are peanut butter wafers, or you could use peanut butter chips. And what I did is I melted them down. And you don't have to put peanut butter, it's just that this is a peanut butter egg, so I want to put more peanut butter on top. And I use this as a way to identify them. If I was making coconut creams, then I'd put white on. But you can have fun. If you want to just do Easter colors, you could just do some pastel chocolate colors if you want. So I just cut a small hole in the bag. Okay? And all we're going to do on these is just drizzle back and forth. And the thing with drizzling is you don't want to try and go slow and draw the line. You don't be like that. You got it. It's all in the wrist, and you have to just go fast and over. And what makes them look professional is the smaller opening. If it's a thick opening, it just doesn't look right. You just kind of go fast. It is, I'd say it's all in the wrist. You just go back and forth. And this is a quick way to decorate them if you don't want to put the little flowers on, or if you wanted to give somebody an assortment or have an assortment out on a table. All right. You could put a couple of each and make it look really sharp. So to finish, what I like to close with is just your eggs. So maybe I take these end two guys off temporarily and replace them with two of the striped ones. And you can see that if you made a nice presentation on your table, you could have a lot of different eggs. Okay? So thank you for decorating with me today. And I hope to see you again right here in Mr. Polk's kitchen.